Good evening, gentle listener, and welcome to the LWIAY podcast, a non-dynamic production with your hosts, Elegant Elmer and Smooth Shaw. This week, the striking duo go back to a simpler time, when it was only the OGs begging for views, maximum cringe, and a lethal dose of squeaky voices. Yes, so let there be LWIAY, and prepare thy reviews, and enjoy the show. Welcome back, everyone, to the Not LWIAY podcast. I am your host, Ninja Elmo, and with me is your co-host, Sean.
Hello.
It's been a while since the podcast has been uploaded, and there's reasons why, but we will specify later. So yeah. I've been busy. Sean's been busy. We've been busy doing a lot of reaction videos. If you guys haven't watched that, please do. Because they're funny.
I've been on vacation.
And also that I'm in vacation right now. And yeah. So I know the last episode was the first hour. And the reason why we haven't done as much, of course, Sean's been on vacation. I've been busy. And we wanted to take a break from the podcast. We've been doing the podcast a lot of times now.
Yeah.
So we might take another break for Halloween Kills, since that one's probably going to release in November.
Yeah.
And yeah, so as we do, we're going to talk about a subtopic and then the main topic. Don't look at the title yet, even though you already looked at it.
Exactly.
So the first thing we're going to talk about is Halloween Kills. That movie came out on Friday of the week this is being recorded.
Yes.
And I made sure not to look that up on YouTube so I don't get spoiled.
Yeah, same here.
So don't do
I
that.
almost got a video saying that, and I said, get out of my recommended.
So yeah, so we're going to do some theories. And we're going to do, theories first. And then we're going to talk about something that's coming up in the reaction videos that we're doing.
Yeah.
And that might take 2 parts because for how long it is. So, we're going to talk about Halloween Kills first. What is our theories, you may ask? Don't worry. I'm thinking of them right now. So, one of my first theories is, since the subtitle or the temporary title that they use in filming is called Mob's Rule for Halloween Kills. So, I've been wondering, how can Michael Myers tackle a mob? That was something I was thinking about when that trailer released. And yeah, how is Michael Myers, a man, the myth, the legend, Michael Myers, going to tackle a mob? Like, it's a lot of people. So let's start with a few theories. So we're going to do what if Michael dies? What if Michael slightly survives? And what if Michael wins?
Yes.
Which the last 2 ones are pretty much what if he loses? So let's do what if Michael died? As in the
Not gonna happen because there's the third one happening.
Yeah, but in the trailer for
you have
Halloween
been debunked.
As in the trailer of Halloween Kills, Laurie says, or whoever says it, that Michael Myers is the essence of evil. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't speak movie.
Ha 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 ha.
I'm the watcher. We only watch. We cannot intervene. If only.
Yes.
So, what this theory says, the mob kills Michael Myers, even though there's a 3rd film coming out. How are they going to beat up Michael Myers? That's one of the other theory, but let's talk about how he's going to die first. He can be shot, killed, stabbed, beaten, exploded, so set on fire, but that didn't work last time.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So if they all attack him at once, like probably.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be the first people to die during their first attack on Michael Myers? Because Michael Myers is a very defensive guy. He only
Yes.
kills because he wants to, even though that's not a defensive
Yes.
stuff.
I was about to say that.
And from the theories that I've been hearing lately, and of course, no spoilers from me, no thank you. Because I have to
Yeah,
avoid
no,
the
bad.
reviews, I have to avoid the clips, I have to avoid everything. Even the
Yeah.
trailers. Because in the comic section, you're going to see stuff you don't want to see until you watch the movie. Which is for us
Yes.
Halloween.
Hopefully. Well, actually, I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So, let's say that the mob finally finds Michael. You know, Michael Myers is as slow as he is. And they decide
Yeah.
to beat him up. What if one of those people is like, man, we should probably shoot him in the head? Is that going to work? Who knows? Because no one shot him in the head except one person. And that one person is Laurie Strode.
Yes.
Where in the head did where she shoot? I don't know. Was it in the eyes? I think, yeah, in the eyes.
Yes, it's nice.
But he was still kicking. What the frick? So what if they shoot him
and Halloween
directly in the head? Is Michael
in the
Myers going to
brain.
die? Probably, because if you get shot in the head, you'll probably be dead. Because that severs your whole body.
Yeah.
If you get shot in the
From
brain.
your brain.
But if you get shot in the spinal cord, then you're going to be paralyzed for the rest of your life. Be like, I can't move. But what if they shoot him? What if they shoot him in the head and Michael dies? What are they going to do after? I don't know. Just say that Michael Myers. Just say that Michael Myers is dead finally, which I think might happen in the third film. Like,
yeah,
they're saying the end of Michael Myers and Laurie Strode. So is Michael Myers gonna die? Maybe. If he does die, he needs a cool way to die.
Yeah, I think his best death was an H2O.
When his head got chopped off. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
and then Resurrection had to go on and ruin it.
I think they planned that out whenever they were filming that movie. Because it felt really, really weird when you watched it back then. But I never watched it, but I know what people felt like. Because Michael Myers is supposed to be dead, people say. And then he came back. How is that possible? I don't know. But they did a switch redo, you know?
Yes.
That leads into the second theory, which is, what if Michael gets beat up? What if Michael, as he gets beat up, freaking starts talking? And people are like, oh, Michael Myers is talking. Even though he doesn't talk. You can see my theory a little bit, but what if Michael Myers switched with a different old man? So that means that mob that are beating up that Michael are killing an innocent person while Michael Myers is walking around like, hee, I did it again.
Yep.
Imagine Michael Myers is saying that, and it was like, oh my god. He can't believe it. So what if they did that? Then that kind of makes sense for the third film, because now they got to go find Michael Myers again. Which starts that whole cycle again. And then they beat up another old guy. Because Michael Myers could probably do that. He's like 60 or something now. He's an old man.
Yeah.
So that he could probably find an old guy that's the same structure as him and just put on the mask. He's like, here you go. And probably knock him out and make sure that he doesn't talk.
Yeah.
As in H2O. Well, Resurrection.
Yes. And
Now, for the third theory. What if Michael Myers won? Which is, if the director said, it's kind of like the Empire Strikes Back. As we take into recognition, what happens in Empire Strikes Back? Vader wins. And people are like, who'd Vader?
Yes.
It's Darth Vader. What are you talking about? So, Vader wins. How does he win? He defeats Luke. Why does Luke
Yes.
lose? Because he's dumb.
Father.
He's dumb. And also, yeah, that father stuff.
Father.
So, well, they're not going to do that father. Like, what if Michael kills everyone in the mob? Which may be possible. Because, as it stands, as someone said in the trailer, he's the essence of evil. What does that mean? I still don't know. Stop asking me. I have to bring it up for context. But I didn't bring up this thing. He's more than a man. That's what Laurie Strode said. I didn't bring that up. That kind of hinders into Curse of Michael Myers stuff, which had Paul Rudd.
I don't want to talk about that.
So, what if Michael Myers had a curse? Which may be possible, but I don't know. We haven't watched the film yet, so don't put in the comments. If you do it, I will ban you from my OnlyFans. I'm kidding.
Wait, what?
I said I'm kidding. It's a joke. I said joke before.
What?
You gotta lie in the first part, okay? That's how the meme goes, you know?
Alright.
So, that's our 3 theories. As so far, I think maybe theory 3 could be the possibility. And if we're right, I'll freaking scream it out in whenever we do the Halloween Kills review. Now, as the other thing that we talked about, what is our next reaction video going to be about? Well, it's going to be 2 things, and one of those things is going to be split into maybe 2 or 3 parts because of how long the things are. So let's talk about part 1, or the first part. DC fandom. I know we reacted to it on the podcast, but I'm sorry, guys. It's not going to be on the podcast. Man, I'm sorry to disappoint. Even though in that episode you couldn't see what we're reacting to. So we're gonna react it on Elmer and Sean Reacts.
Yeah.
And you're gonna see our genuine reactions. We don't have to talk a lot because it's just trailers. And hopefully we don't get copyright strike.
Yeah.
That's like the big thing right now.
Decides not to use any copyrighted music.
Yep. Maybe for the Peacemaker, they have like a copyright music. Well, just put that on me.
Okay.
So yeah, that's our next thing that we're doing, and I don't know when we're gonna do it. Probably next week, because we gotta wait until everything releases.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And we're gonna react to the clips that we kind of want to react, like the Batman, the Flash, Peacemaker, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And the next thing is the Wharton Files. Even though it may not release on Halloween. Oops. The reason why is because that thing is long. There's a lot of episodes on that thing. And there's ones that are like maybe 10 minutes, and there's ones that they're an hour. So we're going to do 3 parts of that.
Oh.
We're going to do the first part, the first few of them. Second part, maybe the first hours. And the third part, the finale. I don't know if there's going to be a finale, but hopefully you guys join us in that thing, because it's going to be really, really disturbing. Like, I watched one clip. It's disturbing.
Has it been completed yet?
I don't know yet. If we might do like our own theories on it, because there's theories on the thing. So we're going to do our own theories. And that's going to be something. So, is that going to be it for the reaction? Nah. We're going to have so many more. But the reason why we aren't doing as much than before, because we had 4 videos, and there's only 2 videos that are going to come out. Well, 3, but the other 2 were copyright striked. The Hillbilly Cheapsteak got blocked. The Try Not to Laugh got blocked. So we got to find some alternative. We might do that, the Heart Attack Kitchen, the guy who ate that whole thing. We might do this after we finish recording.
All right.
And Big Ed devouring something else. I don't know what Big Ed is doing, so we're going to do that maybe after. But Big Ed's going to return, As you know, we don't know about Raj. Raj got kicked out.
Oof, he died.
No, he didn't die.
No,
We can't
not
say that.
really.
We can't
Not
say that,
really.
Sean. We can't say that. What is wrong with you? So yeah, that's the schedule for now. And then we got Star Wars that we gotta do. No Way Home.
Yeah.
Supposedly the new trailer is supposed to come out before the end of this month.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we might do that. And yeah. All right.
All right.
So this is going to be the next section, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, come on. All right. Welcome to this new screen. Look at that. Yes, we're reviewing the podcast. As far, even though we probably should have done this in season 3, but who cares? Season 2 is gonna be long, like really long. Like I want this to last maybe 3 years.
What?
like last time, because season 1 lasted 2 years. Because 2.5, because we started it in 2019, in September of 2019, and the last episode that came out. Let's look at this. Is this filling up my ego? Nah. Oh, no. What the frick? That's my channel. But... Alright, now stop it before it starts. Stop. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what the frick? This is the wrong thing. Okay, I don't know where that came from. We were supposed to do this one. Is it seriously that laggy? Like, seriously, there it is. There we go. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that.
It did not pause.
Go. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
So, this came out in August of 2021. That's the last episode of season 1. Wow. So, that's technically maybe 2 years because of 2021. Next year's going to be 3. So, now let's react to the first one, and I'm kind of scared for it. I'm kind of cringing on it because
Lord,
you were going to hear my voice back then. So let's react to like a few minutes of it.
Yeah.
All right. Is it doing it?
Name again?
Oh God.
I don't know, but I started.
As you can see, the old format of the thing.
What the heck is this?
This is the first episode of the Not LWIAY podcast.
Oh, you can definitely tell this is the first episode.
Yeah, as you can see by the title and by my profile picture. And
what?
Caleb doesn't go by Chrono anymore. He goes by Nonsensible. But this came out 2 years ago. And man, I think both of us are like, we're like excited for it. And then after, when it finally come out, like, look, all right, let me show you this. This is the first ever video on my channel that got as much views as the others. And look at this. Look at all this.
What?
Look, there's actual people who actually said stuff. I know I replied to it. This is Twigs. I replied to that. Yeah, I said that.
Yes.
And then I said it's been a year since we started. This is 2 years ago. I don't know who that was, but the first ever episode, we talked about It Chapter 2.
Oh, so you just dated yourself.
Yeah, we talked about It Chapter 2 as our first ever episode.
Wow.
And originally, we had so many ideas what to call this podcast. We had Welcome to Our Mind. I don't know what the scrapped ones were because I don't remember. It was 2 years ago. But we talked about It Chapter 2. So let's listen to 5 minutes of this episode.
Alright, here we go.
You started the thing already?
Yep. Well, welcome to this podcast. What are we?
We didn't know what to call the podcast. That's why.
What are we calling the podcast? Something.
Podcast is called Movie Review.
That's not what the final title of what the podcast was eventually going to be. But I decided, as a dumb thing that I was back in the day, because I didn't know what a podcast was, to call it Movie Review. Even though we didn't do any movie reviews until later down the season.
Yeah.
But as, of course, we didn't know how to plan an episode, we decided to talk about It Chapter 2 because it recently came out on that a few days before we started recording. And I watched it before Caleb did. And Caleb was really scared of Pennywise. That's why he hasn't watched it.
Wow.
And so he watched it. We were like, all right, let's for the first ever episode of a podcast, let's do an It Chapter 2 review. So if we skip it to like right here, or I don't know, but come on, low. You can
Professional journalism.
Okay, what? All right, let's.
What?
Fourth grade, but yeah.
All right.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
As you can see, I'm dumb. I didn't know what the frick a movie review was, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say it in the beginning of the episode, like seriously.
Wow.
And then you can
I'm just saying.
listen to
We
Caleb.
should rate it at the end. Man, you're
Wow.
jumping a whole. You're not jumping a shotgun. You're jumping a whole freaking army.
Yeah, I was dumb back then. So you know what? Let's go all the way to the end. Let's see how this episode ended. All right, let's see.
End our podcast right now.
Oh,
End it.
Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you next week.
That's been this podcast.
yeah, we were planning to do an episode the next week.
Wow.
We'll see you next time.
No one watches it. I will hunt you down.
Dang, Elmer, don't do that kind
Dang.
of threat.
Bye. Wait 1 second. Don't end it yet.
Oh, okay.
Don't end it yet. I want to surprise everyone.
With what?
They can't see what you're putting in the chat.
Got him.
I don't know what was in the chat. Don't ask.
All right.
Time. Bye,
Bye.
children.
Bye, children. What the frick?
What?
All right. Before we eventually react to this episode, this is kind of one of my favorite ones.
Uh-huh.
And
So
then
you think
Nick
the
went-
second one was way better?
I don't know, but
as people say, sometimes the second one is always the
All right.
worst. But I gotta. What the frick is going on? I
Can we
don't.
get-
My computer is very laggy. Don't worry about that. Like seriously, I don't know what's wrong. All right. Before we eventually talk about this episode, this is hands down one of my favorite episodes. Not all of all time. There's a bunch of episodes I really like.
Uh-huh.
This one is the first one because this is when we had an actual guest, and that was Zach. He went by as Bossatron, and as you can see, I changed my profile again. You can see the
Yay.
inconsistencies of me always in the podcast. But this time I had an Obi-Wan Kenobi profile picture, and I had it for a while, and then I changed it.
Yeah.
I might change it back because I like Obi-Wan.
Wow.
So this is the second episode of the podcast. As we can tell, these two right here, Zach and Caleb, went to DC since it was our 8th. I think that was last year. We were a freshman. So we were talking about DC stories. Originally, it was supposed to be a meme review. Because I was kind of doing it like PewDiePie.
Yeah.
And then eventually I did my own thing.
Uh-huh.
So, this episode, it starts off with doing meme review and then food review, because we were talking about food, and I think around maybe this time. Also, we had another guest as well, and that was, as you can see right here, and in clear definition, it says "Forever My Girl." Don't ask about that.
Wait, what?
That is my friend Ishmael. He first appeared in episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what? Let's see how do you think what do you think the two of us, me and Caleb, are going to say as the second episode, in the second episode? This is the second time we did this. Let's see how we do it. What do you think?
All right.
Are we going to say, welcome to the podcast? Are we going to say, hello, everyone? Are we going to say, look, we got a guest now? Put your guesses in the comments in the comment section. All right.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Alright. 3,
Okay.
2, 1.
All right, there we go. I recorded. See,
Trick question.
Like be this way.
What was that?
We decided to open up the episode with us singing the Friends song.
What? Why?
I don't know.
Nobody told me life would ever be this way.
As you can tell, I failed miserably.
life's joke, you're broken, something.
And now here's Zach's thing. Like, seriously, it's disturbing.
I killed 2 men.
That's not how the song goes.
Alright? Say psych right now.
And we were going through a thing where we're saying say psych right now. All right, let's go into a different point in the video. Let's go in the middle.
Yeah, okay.
All right, let's see what we got.
Hello? Is Caleb back?
I don't know.
Why do I sound so
Hello.
different? As you can tell by the first episode, for some reason I sounded completely different in the second one.
In the first episode, you sounded like a child.
Yes, now the second one, I don't know what I sound like. What the frick? There's some inconsistencies with my voice. Don't ask about that. It sounds like I have a child voice, but sometimes I sound like a man. Sometimes I can change my voice so much. You know how it be.
Oh.
I can probably make some money as a voice actor.
Maybe.
Not as a singer. I'm not doing that. As you can tell. So, for context of this, Caleb went to go get some groceries. So he left me and Zach alone for I don't know how long, but it was for a while.
Uh-huh.
So we had to like pilot the whole episode because Caleb was gone.
Calibration.
I don't know what that was. Don't. Oh, you can
What
tell
was-
the you can tell the child
what
voice.
was that?
You can tell the child voice and
Yes.
Yeah, they're making a second. Oh yeah, Link's Awakening. I saw
we talk
Zach
about games.
Scott. He posted
What
a
the
story on
freak?
YouTube about it.
Should I
What?
recreate
What?
that?
No. No.
Now let's do it another point.
But D&D,
Now he's talking about D&D.
one of my
By the way, this guy's in the anime club in my school.
There's an anime club at your school?
Mm-hmm.
Seems a bit sus.
Yes, it's sus. But originally what it was a video and games club. But it wasn't. It was just anime.
Wow.
So let's go towards the end. Let's see how we ended this episode. As you can see. How do we
We're
end
gonna
it?
end it.
Alright, fine. So. And,
cancel everyone.
Cancel everyone?
What?
I don't know.
alright. Caleb, before I start, how long is this? Is it like 2 hours or?
I kept asking how long. I don't know if you guys saw it, and I don't know if I showed it, but I kept asking how long the episode is. Now that I'm able to do it myself, I never ask.
Wow.
I don't know if Sean's going to ask, but I'll wait.
Or 25
Half an
minutes.
hour?
No, Elmer, we're like an
So
hour
we got
and
enough
25
time for
minutes.
one
in.
more story.
All right.
All right,
How'd
it's
we-
time to end it.
Bye, children.
Oh my
Next.
god, why is that thing? Why am I saying goodbye, children? Like, seriously, I didn't
What?
have a lot of subscribers back then.
Wow.
I don't know why I say goodbye, children. So don't
Still don't
ask.
have a lot of subscribers now.
Yeah, at least I have more than I had before.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, now let's see the third episode. As you can see, it says the guest left us. All right, load. If it takes a while to load, don't.
Hello.
All
All
right.
right.
What?
There we go.
This was the episode that we kind of felt like we ran out of ideas, even though we're in the third episode.
This is only the third episode.
I
what
know.
do you mean?
I know. That's why I said it felt like we ran out of ideas because we were going to have Zach back and a new guy who later is Matt. If you guys know who Matt is, he's been in the podcast, I think maybe 3 times accidentally.
Uh-huh.
So he's been in The Worst One Yet, Distractible Crew, and the Society Squad by accident. If you remember that, Sean. So this was the first episode that we kind of felt like we didn't know what to do. Even though it's the third episode.
And I'm tired.
Okay.
And we're all tired.
I'm tired too. I'm laying on bed. I'm laying on my bed right now.
So, we are lazy. That's what we're both trying to say.
Yeah.
And so this is when we ran out of ideas as the third episode, which that isn't good. If you run out of ideas in the third episode, that's not good. But as you can see, we didn't run out of ideas. We'll do the worst one yet at some other time.
All right.
If you can see by this title, people can't take a joke. I think we're talking about this. They're like rumors that Trump has a bounty on his head. And stuff like that. And then we had a quarantine sucks. I think this is when we were in quarantine. October. No, this is before. No. Yeah. Yeah, now that makes a lot of sense. Oh, no.
What?
No.
What? What?
Is that Dr. Phil? Not Dr.
What?
Phil. Is that Phil Swift? What the frick?
Dr. Phil Swift. What?
This was when we were talking about, and as you can see, this was a 2-part episode. That second part, this was a 3-hour, maybe 4-hour recording. That's a while. I don't know if we'll ever do a 3-hour thing. Maybe 2 hours, but not 3. So, let me give you context. Yeah, quarantine sucks. We talked about a lot, and I don't remember the rest because, I got...
Whatever happened to part 2?
Yeah, part 2 is gone. Like, forever. It's lost in time. Now, let's do the return of Not LWIAY. This is the period... This is before the dark times. Before another dark times. This was the last episode that we did before we stopped doing it. And it's the 6th episode, and we stopped doing it for a while, which isn't good. Caleb couldn't record. I didn't have a PC. Bad times. Dark times. Now, let's see the return of Not LWIAY. And by the way,
what is this?
You see our faces!
Bro.
Look at that. You can see the crappy quality of a Chromebook's webcam.
Yeah,
compared
I could
to
definitely
these
tell
two
that's
lads.
a Chromebook, honestly.
And look at that. It's Mario.
Mario.
You can see... I don't know if you guys can see my bedroom. Nah, you can't see it. I got no webcam.
Oof.
But this is our grand return to the Not LWIAY podcast. I can see the last episode that we did was in May, and this is August. That is that was probably maybe like a 2 months break from the podcast. And as you can see Caleb's face, and this is Alex, who returns, and not in this, but in the Distractible Crew. And then you see me. I still have that shirt.
Wow.
And those curtains, too.
Yes.
And Mario.
And Mario.
All right.
Yep.
And some context. If you hear, like, noises coming out of my end, I was playing Doom, okay?
Oh.
I think this is when I got my PlayStation, and I had Doom Eternal, so I played that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna play some Doom Eternal.
Necrophilia. Well, I didn't even have
What?
to. I didn't
Wait,
even have to explain myself, but I don't know what Alex said, but
What was the contact?
Wow.
What was...
I don't know. As you can see, my controller.
This episode's a bit different because we've all got cameras.
Yeah.
I just realized.
Man, look at my haircut, though. Look how shiny my forehead is.
Cut G.
That I had music playing.
Look at his camera. Like, did you see his camera?
I saw that.
Like, seriously. Let's go, like, in the middle. How... Oh, mini fridge! Look at that. At that point. Alright, let's see. I keep loading. Now I'm on the floor.
Wow.
Okay, my mini fridge.
Whoa! Look at that. I used to put up the screen mask that I had. And then you can see my.
Whoa.
I know this is so different.
Mini Fleege.
Now we went through a phase where we said mini fleege.
I have a bunch
Wow.
of
Let's not bring that back.
Mini fleets.
See,
I got
I have a hat in the background.
I got
Nice.
that stick in the that yeah.
I don't know what that was. Now let's
Like
go
in
like
Minecraft.
right here. If we do random points in the
Allergic to
podcast,
fish.
I need
Mother,
that kind. I need
you're
lights
not
in my room.
eating.
I know. I
I'm
need. Whenever I get my
allergic, I'll throw
camera,
up.
I don't. Whenever I get my webcam, I want lights. And as you can see, there's Mendy, Yoshi, and Mario behind me.
Yes.
I think I changed my headphones as
Ah.
well. I usually I do this a lot. I change my headphones mid recording. Now I don't. And now we're back in
Yeah,
quarantine.
we're
Sucks.
Recording.
And as you saw by the thumbnail, it's Iron Man.
Yes.
Now let's do the one where we officially return. All right, so let's take DC fandom.
Yeah, because that's happening right now.
September 8th, 2022.
What?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What am I doing actually?
Boom.
What are you doing?
That look at the quality of freaking
Oh my! What?
and look at Caleb's quality. Who do you think has
Yeah.
a better camera? And as you can
Who's-
see by this microphone, that's the microphone I want.
Yeah.
We can both get it. Maybe on Christmas.
Yeah.
Even though this microphone that I have in my hand is my second microphone.
Yeah.
So if I get that one, then that'll be my third one. And that will be your first one. Like your actual separate from your headphones. And you can see my Doom poster. It's covered by all my pops. Like seriously. I'll do a little section where at the very end it was like, look at this. You know what? I'll do it right now. Alright, let me put up a video. Oh my god, the quality. Oh, that's better. Hello, podcast listeners. This, if you're viewing this right now, this is my wall of Funko Pops. And behind it, if you can see, and that is the Doom poster. And you can see Pennywise, Chucky, Rick, Morty, Deadpool, Bloodsport, Rick Flags, Polka Dot Man, Halo. There's a lot of stuff. Look at that. That is completely different. And there's more. Look, there's more right here. There's one right there. I got a lot of Funko Pops. Is it a hobby? I don't know. Don't ask. And here it is. Here, compared to that and to that, you can see. Yeah. Enjoy the episode. And they will also hear it right now. So I'll know what point to like cut it out and then show
Yeah.
this. All right. Well, we'll be right back. So,
Alright.
as you can see, as you can see about faces, and we're about to react to DC fandom.
Yeah.
And
oh boy.
okay, before I eventually show what is below there, something tragic happened before this, and that
Uh-oh.
is the passing of Chadwick Boseman. If you guys don't know, he played Black Panther, and
Yeah.
this episode is in memory of Chadwick Boseman, Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah, and as you can see, the Snyder Cut already came out. Wonder
Yeah.
Woman already came out. The Suicide Squad already came out. Black Adam hasn't come out. I gotta say,
Yeah.
I haven't watched this one. This is good. This is good. And yeah, in memory of Chadwick Boseman, Wakanda Forever.
Yes.
All right, now, I don't know if we talk about it. We didn't bring it up.
something happened.
No, I'm sorry.
I hit record. Right when I hit record, I get a text.
Recording.
Bro, we're both
All right,
drinking.
you do the intro while I'm filling up this.
Yeah, look at that haircut.
Another
Though.
episode of the podcast.
Laziness.
Yes.
You can tell we're not. People were like, "What are you doing?" And we're reacting to the trailers. That's why.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
I have more views on my only video than on this video.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of people watched that one. I don't think it was really a big one to watch.
Mhm.
Since most of it's just us staring at stuff.
All right. So, do you have any news or anything that we can talk?
Okay, we're done.
All right,
All right, so take this date right here, as you can see,
Mhm.
and now let's see when this episode finally gets released.
Monkey.
March of 2021. We released that episode in September, and it's now in March.
Oh,
How many
my.
months is that?
A lot.
Count it. And you can see by the way OBS is compared to mine,
Mm-hmm.
it's different.
Wow.
So we recorded that one in September,
Mhm.
October, November, December, January.
6 months. It was 6 months.
Yeah.
Half a year.
That was the dark times.
Ooh.
The definitive dark times.
Oh yeah, isn't this one where a naughty word was said?
Yeah, look at that.
Yes, it is.
Let's look. Let's say what bad word Elmer said. And Kong's like, what the fuck? No. Naughty.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh, caught in 4K. I don't know if this is recording in 4K, but caught in 4K.
Also me. I was down there.
Yeah, look at that.
Commented.
Yeah, old
It's me.
stinky. Yeah, 6 months ago. Whoa, what the frick? Oh my god, I can't believe we actually did 20 episodes of this. Like,
Wow.
seriously. If you consider how we took a 6-month break, and this was 6 months ago. Yeah. That's a lot. And then you can see by this. And the original The Boy Society was
the
The
original.
Boys. Yes. And it only had 9 members.
Yeah.
And then you could see what was your theme. This is I think this is before Godzilla vs. Kong came out. So we were talking
Yeah.
about this. And then before we did the retrospective.
And then we did a really big passion project. Of the
Yeah.
retrospective.
Yeah, the next passion project is Star Wars.
Yeah.
So, and you can see my dad.
Yeah.
I don't know what these links are. I think I still have, but you can tell by our profile pictures. It's changed. You can tell how by the stuff was back then. I didn't know how to
Yes.
do it. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Nick is working on his MPC SMP. This is before we eventually had our own.
Oh, yeah, this is way before.
And as
then.
you can tell, there's no new friends. So
Yeah.
I don't know who Prowler is, so don't ask. That's Zach, by the way.
Mm.
And that's Laura.
What?
Me and Laura used to have Discord. Well, Laura, I don't know if Laura still has Discord.
Mm.
But this is the return. Yeah, as you see, the podcast is back from the grave of the YouTube cemetery.
Ooh.
Caleb and Elmer, you reunite once again. If you hear static noises, it's from my router. This is a microphone that I got and it sucks. Don't get it. As you can see. This
Don't eat it.
is the return, the official return of Not LWIAY. This is
Yes.
I think this is after my official return back on YouTube. Because I took a hiatus.
Yeah.
And guess what the next one is? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Frick. If I keep doing that, don't worry about that.
Alright.
Oh, look at that. Who's that? Who's this
It's me.
magical person? Yep, Sean is joined. Well, I'm joined by Sean, the person I play Phantom Phobia with, and I play a lot with him. We haven't played. I don't know what this is. Probably Phantom Phobia. So, as you can see, we talk about time travel, Godzilla characters, etc. My
Yeah.
audio, let's see. Welcome back to the Not LWIAY podcast. I am joined by...
That is really quiet.
Yeah.
Hello.
Your thing is louder than mine.
Exactly.
And this is when Sean officially joins the podcast. Episode
Yes.
11. And then the
Yes.
rest of the episodes are with him. Because
Yep.
He's the only person I'm able to do the podcast. Caleb, I don't know what's Caleb doing, so don't ask.
And then we
And
did
I
the
forgot.
retrospective.
I forgot about Caleb for a while, so don't ask.
Hmm.
So let's start off. Let's look at this.
Yeah.
4
Alright.
episodes.
Time
of
for the
rest.
passion project. Although I definitely feel like we could redo this.
Yeah. We still have like one more thing left, I think. Like the other one's out.
Yeah. I feel like we could redo the other ones, have a little bit more information.
Yeah. We might do like a
Yeah.
retrospective, like how Namesation Niece is doing with the kill counts. You
Yeah.
can see by my thing, it's different compared to
Yeah.
my thing right now. That's not a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll look at that. Look how many freaking servers I'm in. None. I'm not in a lot, but I don't know. You'll see it now in this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 servers I'm in. And one of them is from a channel that I really recommend, and that is the Microwave Society.
Yes.
They're a good channel. Like, seriously, go look at them. So this is the beginning of the retrospective.
Yes.
And that is that's beautiful. Seriously, I want that
There's-
as my wallpaper. Look at my wallpaper now.
Well.
Look at that. It's very ninja. Not ninja.
Yes.
Not ninja, but very ninja. So we did this for, I think, we started in April, and the last one that we did was, I think, still in April.
Still in April.
Yeah, still in April, and this is when we talked about, this is when I watched freaking Godzilla vs. Kong before he did. Now let's talk about I don't know why I called it like that, but
Free.
okay,
What are you doing?
I don't know. Let's see.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Not LWIAY podcast. I am your host, Ninja Elmo. With me is
What is your
Sean,
profile
once again.
picture?
I don't know.
Hello.
What is this? Let me see what this is. I actually want to know. I don't know why I post random.
I already have it.
What the frick?
That's not that. They're gonna find it anyway.
Huh?
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't work anymore. The
What?
engine doesn't want to start. So my sister's like, you know what you can do? You could sell your PC and your PlayStation. I'm like,
Oh, this is when my PC wasn't working. Oh. But that's like in
okay.
March. No, that's in I don't remember. But because I was actually cleaning my PC, I didn't like had water in it. I was just looking around if anything was like out, and I could just put it back. So I was looking at the at the RAM. I only have like one stick of RAM, which is actually eight something. I don't know.
Wow.
So I decided to at least look at it in a closer thing because you can take them out. So I was like, all right, let me take it out and let me look at it so I can know what it is. So I put it back and then I leave it for a while.
Yeah.
And then I go back to the computer. It doesn't want to turn on.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I don't want to do another video thing.
Words are hard.
The RAM strip is on, but the rest is not on. The fans are turning, lights are on. And I don't know why you're doing that. Can you not? So, and then we hear like a beeping noise coming out from the computer. It doesn't want to display anything. My keyboard, my mouse doesn't want to work. So I thought I did something wrong. So I was like, all right, let me look it up on Google. Let me see if there's anything I have to do to fix it. Apparently I did something. I don't know what I did.
What did you do?
Apparently the graphics card stopped working. And I guess that knocked out the whole PC. So I had to send it to the company who did the thing, and they got me fixed. And now I haven't done anything stupid with it, so I'm good.
Yeah.
And I thought I had to go buy a new PC. Like, I was like stressing out. Like, seriously. But I could have then in my back of my mind I was like, but I can get the PC I really wanted. And then I suppressed it. I was like, shut up, my PC, that PC for videos. I don't care if it looks weird, but I need that. It's the first PC I ever got.
Wow.
So, we don't have to watch the whole thing, but I thought it was broken. I had to buy a new one. It didn't want it. Now we're just talking about one of, I don't know if my favorite ones.
Uh-huh.
I really like Foot Lettuce. And this one too. I don't know what this is. It's probably Space Jam, Steam, probably Steam Deck, Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
6. I think it's 6, yeah. 6 what?
What was 6?
I think there's context in that video, but
Oh well.
all right. Before I eventually do that, this is copyright music. You'll see it. Oh, look at that!
Oh boy.
So if I ever start a company, this is the name I'm going to go for. The Non-Dynamic Entertainment.
Yeah.
It's because I got no. Why? Why not?
Yeah.
And I did this. Look at that. That's cool. That's why I have that. And that's just the watermark. Soon I will have the iPhone 13. And then, another
video. And today we are.
Oh my god.
reviewing Godzilla versus.
This is when I used to like Fortnite. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I still don't like it. Don't ask about that. So this was our infamous Godzilla versus Kong. As you can see by the first episode, that's it, chapter 2.
Yes.
DC fandom. And reviewing that. Yeah, that's a word. The next one is Halloween Kills. So I can't wait for that. I hope our theories are correct. Well, my theory, but you add to the theory, so that'll be our theory.
Yeah.
Soviet Union music. So this actually premiered in July.
Wow.
I think if I'm correct, the Doki Doki Literature Club, the first video that I did of it, was released on Laura's birthday. I told Laura on my channel there's a video going to be released on your birthday, and she's like, "What is it?" You'll know. So we talk about Godzilla vs. Kong and our review of it. It's a really good film. Now let's look at the space.
Suicide.
What the frick? Go back down there. Get back down there. What? No. What is going on? I don't know what I did. That's not right. That's not right. No, stop. There we go. Now that's right. I think that's right.
There. Fixed.
No, it's not. No, wait. Yeah, it's fixed.
Yeah, it is.
I thought I was wrong. Sorry. Now let's look at this one. What did we talk about? Oh, whoa. That's not long. Oh my god. Another...
Bruh. What is that?
I don't know. And this is the first episode that is actually on Spotify.
Wow.
And then, yeah, look at that. 3C Films.
Incredible.
I don't know what we talk about. Let's listen to it.
Podcast.
No,
Sean. No funnies.
Uh-oh. I don't know what you did before, so don't ask.
No
I don't know why I said no funnies.
funnies.
As you can see by the length of this episode, let me see if there's one closer to that. All of them are around maybe like 50 to 30 minutes. This is the shortest episode on the podcast.
Yeah, but it's still almost 30 minutes.
Yeah. What the frick?
I think this is one where we didn't really have all that much to talk about.
Yeah. Now let's talk about Burger King Foot Lettuce.
Oh yeah, Burger King.
The best one.
Burger King, Burger King, Burger King.
Oh! When we start doing clips. Alright, let's see. Let's start.
Bruce, it's
been 5 years. You still owe me $16. No.
Fuck off.
Well, welcome. Oh my god, another profile picture change. God, Elmer.
What the heck? Stay consistent.
And you haven't changed yours, so you're consistent. Now let's.
Yes.
Now we already did this, so let's react to season 2.
Oh God.
Oh
Okay.
man. Oh man. What's this
Oh,
doing here?
oh,
Get
oh
out here.
man. Creeper. Oh,
Oh man. Even though there's only 5 episodes,
Yes.
look at that. That's probably the shortest. No, that's the shortest.
Oh yeah.
So, and this is the first hour.
Yes.
So let's
Season
look at the first one.
Society Squad.
The Society School. Look at that. Look at that thumbnail.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. Look at that. I can't believe I made that. Even though 3 of the people, well, 4, don't even appear in this whole season. Maybe. I might try to get Caleb back.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's show you what the frick? No, I seriously. Did you see me click on the thing?
No.
I clicked on this, and
Anyway,
it sent
let's
me
do
to my channel.
the Society Squad.
The Society Squad. Oh yeah, this was. Oh look, it was released on the. What was it? On the season 2 of second anniversary of the podcast. So let's look at all the thumbnails except one. We might have to I might have to look up the season 2 trailer
Oh yeah.
because that was a work of art that I did. We didn't recreate this in real life.
I'm surprised you didn't get copyright striked for that.
I
Honestly.
thought too, like seriously, it's not there. Like, see, I was like, noise. Who's this guy?
Who is that?
I don't know.
Noise. Epic.
All right, let's. Now let's look at the first episode that I did with the girl.
Oh man.
Yeah, and your dad freaking texted me. He was like, "I'm going to tell your mom and dad that you're talking to a girl."
What?
Yeah, that's what he said. And I was like, "Well, don't stop thinking about those dumb ideas. No, she's not my girlfriend. Okay, I said it in
Also, which profile is you?
Look what it says. And no, she's not my girlfriend. You doofus. I'm the bear.
And Mace Windu said,
I'm the bear. Okay.
Okay.
I don't really like this episode for some reason. I don't know. I got a bad vibe. Now let's talk about the best one in season 2. Ah man. Well, second.
Oh yeah.
What is this? Welcome back, everyone, to the Not LWIAY podcast. As you can already hear. All right, you know what? I'm gonna do something cool. Boom, there it is. Whoa! Whoa! I did that. Oh my god, another profile change. But this is Matt, Nick, me, and Alex. Guess who's playing Minecraft? Not me, not him, not him. Him. He's playing Minecraft right now. And this
I've got personal reasons for not liking this episode.
Why?
Because I was supposed to be in it, but as soon as like everybody we started recording, everybody was not on.
Really?
And then as soon as we had to go and eat, everybody got on.
Oh no! So you have a personal vendetta on this episode?
Yes.
Like seriously, this is probably the funnest recording that I had on the podcast because we did as you can see by the title, the Distractable Crew. There's a podcast called Distractable, and I recommend it. Like seriously, Markiplier, Wade, and Bob have made a podcast, and it's on Spotify. You guys want to listen to it? They're funny. My favorite episode is Bob's Fridge.
What?
If you go listen to it, you'll know why. But look, this is probably my favorite, and this is probably your least favorite because of what happened.
Yes.
And look, Mace Windu. Wendell.
Wait, what? That was only 2 weeks ago. That was commented only 2 weeks ago.
Huh? Okay, that's weird. And I don't know when that came out. But look, this favorite, Sean's least favorite.
Yes.
And my second least favorite. the video that the talks with Ninja Elmer. Look at that. I did that.
Not part of why.
Games and Licks. Welcome back to the... Okay, I hate it.
Okay.
I hate it. I hate
You,
this
you,
one.
you should comment.
We hate. This. Cuidado.
Oh,
Me hate this crap. I do not like this. Like, I don't know why, but for some reason, I sound different from any other episode. And it was the first episode I did by myself entirely, and I hate it. I don't know why I hate it, but I just hate it. Like, seriously. Oh, whoa, Squid Game. Okay, out of 101 players, 200, 108, I think it's 87 return. Oh, 14 people died. Okay, we might do something about that. Maybe. But I hate this episode, like, seriously. Out of all of the episodes that we made so far, I hate this one. Now let's look at the best one.
Hello.
And look!
welcome.
Look!
Oh yeah.
I kept that for more than the others. And you still had the same. Yeah, for reals.
Yep. Oh wow, this was only recorded last week. Or released
Really?
last week.
I'm your
Released last
host,
week.
Ninja Elmo. And probably recorded the week
And I'm
before.
the co-host, Kirsty Tomcat 18.
Nah, it's the
Yay.
first time. This is probably the first episode I actually got emotional about something.
Oh yeah.
Because of Junior and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. I talked about an hour about Nintendo Direct.
Yep. Let me... Where 30... I think it was like 30 minutes or something. Yep. Alright, so who wants to start first? Nah.
State after about like 3 years.
What? Nice. If I'd randomly just pick a point and I don't know what I'm talking about, and stuff are out of context, don't ask. Alright, let's see how we end this episode. Like, seriously. My favorite. I'm not gonna wake up at 6 or 7. What's this? That stuff can go in the past. I'm not gonna I'm talking about... I'm not gonna wake up at that time.
Yeah.
Because it messes up everything if I go to sleep like that.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a lot. A lot of what? Cream? Cream!
What?
So, yeah, let's see
What?
how long we've been doing this.
Wait, what?
An hour.
What? What? Wow.
Nice.
What?
You remember when we reacted that Gordon Ramsay talks dirty?
Yeah.
Cream.
Stop.
What the frick is this? What in the world? Man. But yeah, this is my favorite. Hopefully one of these episodes beat that record. This right here. So let's see how long this is. No way.
What?
I just beat it.
Oof.
This episode just beat this. Beat that.
Wow.
We got the second recording. The
Yo.
longest recording. Yeah.
Yo.
Yo, what's up? So yeah, thank you for joining me while I rekindle my ego with this. And hopefully you guys have some problems with the podcast, because I do, as you can see. Sean also has problems with the podcast. All right, let's talk about that. What's our problems with the podcast?
I don't know.
Well, I have got a major problem with the podcast. You always you can see it right now, but you always see this whenever I'm recording.
Yeah.
And I want a second monitor so you guys don't see that.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of my major problem with these recent episodes. It's because you can see that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. Someone just fell. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, guys, you enjoyed this episode, and hopefully we entertain you more than this doofus right here. And more react videos are coming. More. We need more.
more.
because
Raw.
they're fun. So thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.